All right, well, I know it's been a while since I released a video, but if you watch my channel for any length of time, you'll notice that in the winter, I do a little bit of ice fishing with my son and my dad, but most of my time is spent actually up on the mountain with my kids. For many years, it was snowboarding, but last year I picked up skiing to learn to ski with my son. And 20 years snowboarding, no major injuries. First year skiing, I tore my rotator cuff, and that sucked, but it was not surgical, so I was able to do rehab and get back up on the mountain. And this year, I wasn't even doing anything cool. I was just trying to side slip down to my son and cut my left foot on, cut the edge and turned my left foot inward, and pretty soon the front of my left ski was touching the back of my right ski, and my ACL was exploded. It was no longer there. A lot of other stuff in there had little rips and sprains. So I am pretty much sitting on my butt for the next at least 2 to 3 months before I could probably get out fishing, and at least a year before I'm skiing and mountain biking and doing all that fun stuff again. So I'll throw a picture up of what my knee looked like after my crash. It looks like two totally different legs. So it was pretty messed up. So I just recently had surgery, and I've been stuck sitting around losing my mind. And this year I really wanted to fly fish a lot more. So I actually went out and with some help from Casey from Hubbug Outdoors, he helped get me all set up with fly tying gear. So through the winter, while I'm stuck sitting around, I'm going to be tying flies. Today I'm going to tie my first fly, and you're going to get to watch that disaster. I've never touched anything fly tying related, so we're going to give it a go at trying to tie a woolly bugger. So before we jump right into it, I'll throw up a picture of all the different materials I used to make the woolly bugger or tie up the woolly bugger, and then we'll get to tying. And you can just either follow along if you've never tied, if you've never tied one before and you want to see how. I'm probably not the best example, but we can suffer through it together. So let's get to it. All right, we're going to start with a number 8 hook with a tungsten bead here. We're going to use some black thread to build up a, what do they call it, like a thread base layer right here up against the bead. Or what do they call it, a thread base? Yeah, we can use the right terms even. Try at least. All right, I'm gonna snip that off right there. And then we are going to add some olive marabou for the tail here. I'm going to do about a thread's length hanging off the back. Oh, okay. And on top. Snug down. We're going to build it right back up to the head here. I'm telling you right now, those guys on all those fly tying channels sure make this look a lot easier. I've already, looks like I've caught some marabou feather in the thread already. All right, and we're gonna snip that off right there. And then I'm gonna pull all that back. All that back out of the already messed that up. Do a little trim right there, get that out of the way. Get all this nice and tied down. snug it up against that bead. We're going to go back over to the tail of the hook, and we are going to pinch on some olive chenille. This is medium olive chenille. We'll tie that on right there, right at the back, right by the bend of the hook is what we're shooting for. If I can get all the marabou to stay out of the way. Wow, they make this look a lot easier. Actually, forgot one thing. I actually wanted to tie in some flash here. Give it a little bit of a sparkle. So we've got some red midge flash. That's what we're going to use. Lay it right there across the top. Give it a couple wraps. All right, all you experienced fly tyers, you're going to have to tell me, what am I doing wrong here? Or my marabou just keeps getting caught up in everything gets caught up in everything. I'm going to flip it back and get back over there in the tail section. And now we're going to tie on this olive chenille. All right. And we're going to add on the black hackle because, well, I couldn't find olive. So I'm going to tie that on. Get to that stem there. All right, get that out of the way. Ooh, how do you guys make this look so easy? I'm gonna wrap this up to the front. All right, I will use this handy dandy bobbin holder that came with this vise. Wrap the chenille up to the front, touching spirals. Wrap this a couple times like that. And we're gonna crisscross. I don't know what that's called, but that's how I've seen them lock them in. So that's what we're doing. All right, we've got that, and now we're gonna clip off the excess chenille, which clearly got way too much of. And I caught my thread. Not really sure what to do here. And then start it wrapping again and trim it off, I guess. Oh, rookie move right there, I'm sure. Sure, people who actually know what they're doing are laughing hysterically. All right, now we are going to start wrapping this hackle. I'm going to wrap it the other direction. That's my neighbor's car, if you can hear that. We're gonna trim this off there. Now we are going to try to whip finish, which I vaguely understand how to do. Okay. Crisscross like that. Oh, this is the blind leading the blind, guys. And then, oh, I guess we that off. I pull this tight, and boom. And we snip it off on purpose this time. And there we go. We will trim up the ends a little bit. Some of that flash. There we go. My first woolly bugger. She ain't pretty, but she'll do, I guess. There we go. All right. If you suffered through that tying experience with me, I really appreciate it. Like I said, first time I've ever, held a bobbin or tied anything up. So it was definitely a learning experience. I could definitely see that I could do this through the winter and keep myself entertained, and hopefully we can all tie together and we can get better together. Unless you're way better than I am already, leave down in the comments below anything, any suggestions you have to help me get better. I'm going to leave links, affiliate links for Amazon down at the bottom in the description for y'all for all the materials for this. If you want to give a woolly bugger a try. And yeah, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And hopefully by spring, we can have a bunch of homemade or hand-tied flies ready to go to rip some trout lips up here in Idaho. Thanks for watching. Keep those lines tight.